Scissors for upholstery. A bunch of different choices out there, and I've got a couple of different sets out here that we're going to review and talk about, and hopefully give you a better idea of what type of scissors you want for your application. Let's get into it. I recently won these scissors in a giveaway on a Facebook group, Newbies in Automotive and Boat Upholstery. They're an NC Max, and I want to say thank you to Mal and Troy for sponsoring and for putting them on. I just want to say thank you guys for putting in the hard work and taking care of the group and sponsoring the giveaway. I have a couple of different scissors in front of me. I have some utility shears that are from Cobalt. I have some Ginger scissors. I have some Milwaukee. I have the NC Max, and I have a Guggenheim scissors. I will be putting the links in the description for everything that I'm talking about. Now, these scissors, when I use them, I'm pretty much using them for cutting vinyls. I don't use them for cutting canvas. That I use a hot knife so that it does not fray. Now, I also do sharpen my own scissors, and for that I have a Work Sharp Ken Onion sharpener, and I love this thing. It's got a lot of different applications. I just happen to use the most of it for sharpening my upholstery scissors and shears. Now, the Cobalt ones aren't really scissors. I usually mainly use this for opening up blister packs, cutting things that you really don't want to use any of these other scissors for. That also, the Milwaukee utility scissors here, I mainly use this for cutting through zippers, some other tougher stuff that I don't want to dull my nice sharp shears with. Now, my main use is these Ginger scissors, and my wife uses these Guggenheim scissors. Now, the Ginger scissors do not come with this rubber molding on them. They do come all stainless like this, nice and shiny, even though I did kind of grind off the finish so I can apply the rubberized coating to this. I do add that on there for comfort, but they don't come with that. Now, as far as the specs on these scissors, the Guggenheims are the 8-inch scissor. They do weigh in at 6.2 ounces, and the effective cutting length is 4.5 inches. The NC Max is a 11-inch scissor. They weigh in at 5.5 ounces, and their effective cutting is 4 3/4 of an inch. The Milwaukees are a 9.5-inch scissor. They weigh in at 7.1 ounces, and they will cut up to 4 inches. And the Gingers are the 10-inch bent scissors. They are 11.7 ounces, and they will cut up to 5 inches. Now, as far as the NC Max scissors that I'm supposed to be doing a review on, I find that they are very sharp. They're very comfortable. I do like the molded handholds on the backside that give you a little bit more comfort. The problems that I do have with this one is that the center pivot point, it looks like it's a pressed kind of rivet style. So I don't think that there's any type of serviceability for it, whereas the Guggenheim, the Gingers and the Milwaukee, you can unscrew them, take them apart. You can also readjust the tension on them. Now, I did find on these NC Max that they are sharpened on both sides of these things. And you would kind of think that, well, you know, scissors are supposed to be sharp on one side. Well, I mean, excuse me, on both sides. But the Gingers are not. There is a 45-degree angle on one side, and then there's a 22.5-degree on the other side. Whereas both the NC Max and the Guggenheims have the very steep, sharpened angle on both sides. Now, where that gets into an issue for me is because I do sharpen these, and I'm not a professional sharpener. So when I have to sharpen these, you only sharpen the one side at 22.5 degrees. Unless you have a ding or a nick or something in the 45 degree, you leave it alone. So sharpening these NC Max would be double the work. The other problem that might get to is if you end up having like a dull spot somewhere in the blades as you're cutting and testing, as you're sharpening them, you don't know which one is giving you a problem. Whereas the gingers, when I testing these things after I've sharpened them, if I get to a dull spot, I only know it's on one side that I need to deal with. One of the other factors that I think it's personal to me is how the scissors feel in my hand. Let me get you in a closer shot to describe this. Okay, now when I hold the Ginger scissors, I do put my thumb almost all the way in there as far as I can to give me the most amount of leverage. And when I hold these, the thumb does not angle over as much. And the reasoning on that is that these rubber molds are pretty much square cut. They don't have any type of bevel reliefs. It's usually on this side and then coming out over here. Like on these. And then also on the Guggenheims. Now again, this is also the preference for me on how I hold the scissors, that my thumb gets more of an angle over and it is more comfortable for me, whereas this, it kind of feels like my thumb is more straight this way instead of angled up. So let me get you a better representation of this. So if I take these and put these on top, you can see that the angles are a little different, that the Ginger scissors allow them to come down a little bit more straight, and the NC Max are kind of kicked out a little bit. Now again, this is personal preference to me. Maybe some other people, they don't hold them the same way that I do, and that could just be very well my problem on that one. Now, as far as the scissors go, I do like them. They are very sharp. They work pretty good. They got a nice long reach to them. I do prefer a little bit heavier scissor, as I was saying that these weigh in at 5.5 ounces, and the Gingers weigh in at 11.5 ounces, so a little bit more than double. It's again just a personal preference to me. I don't think that should stop you at all on buying these things. I think they are a very good beginner and a hobbyist scissor, and even just maybe a backup. I do have a little bit of an issue with that pivot point, not being serviceable, but then again, I've only used these for a few weeks, so I don't know, maybe you'll never have a problem with that. It does look like you can, drip some oil in there and, kind of maybe put some cleaner in there if you get some gunk inside of it over time. But that would be kind of an issue for me, not being able to take these apart and or correct the tension if they need to be. This is a little pouch that I use to carry my scissors. It hangs off of my belt. If there's some type of a demand for this, I can give the dimensions for the fabric and give some design and templates. Patterns for these things. I have maybe thought about selling them if there's obviously a demand for that. Let me know down in the comments, and I just make these things out of scrap fabric, canvas stuff. But these are the scissors that I use in my upholstery job. There are a lot of other brands of scissors that will probably be good. Unfortunately, I don't have any experience with them. I went with the Ginger brand early on, and I've had them for about 7 years now, and I've bought a few more extra pairs, and I've just kind of stuck with them. They work for me, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. But I've had a really old video on my my YouTube page about the Guggenheims when I first bought them and my first kind of thoughts about them. And I guess this is finally a follow-up video. And these NC Max, we do have a few pairs to give away if you guys want to keep your eye out for the giveaway going on in the Facebook group Newbies in Automotive and Boat Upholstery. Troy should be posting that sometime here soon, so just keep an eye out for that. I am not sponsored by any of these companies. I did receive these free in a giveaway, not for the purpose of doing a review, but somebody out there is not going to know about these things. They are pretty new to the market. I've never seen in them, and just kind of giving my thoughts about them. I do think they are a pretty decent scissor, something to have in your kind of your arsenal. Maybe as a backup. If you're a hobbyist again, maybe somebody new. Go ahead and get these things, and they are pretty cheap. I don't have the exact price on them. Again, I didn't buy them. The Gingers are a little bit pricey. I think they're up to about $60, $65 now on the SailRat website. Again, I'll be putting links in the description for everything here. And that's it for the review. Thanks again for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. Ring that bell for future notifications, on any videos. And I'll keep doing what I can do to produce content for you guys. Thank you.